Hello. I think we're live. I've been having some trouble in the background. Yes, it looks like we're live now. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So, today, we're back in the Kingdom of Lumbridge. Our version of the Kingdom of Lumbridge, built in Animal Crossing. Thank you all for being here. Sorry for the delay on YouTube. If you're live watching this, I accidentally went live on a private stream that I had set up for members for a later date, and now I deleted that. I'll just rebuild that one later. But now, you know, everything's fixed. So we're live on Twitch, we're live on YouTube. Welcome, everybody. How are you? So today, we are going to continue working on the swamp. We'd set up this whole swamp area, and I didn't finish it. I said, maybe I'll do some work off camera. I didn't do that either. So we're going to finish all of the ground goop we were putting down, and hopefully I have enough furniture to kind of make it feel more fleshed out and finished as well. We'll make some other choices here and there, but my hope is that we finish the swamp, and that would represent like half the island being done, which is pretty cool. That feels good. So, I mean, physically half the island. I don't know if half our work is done, but half the island will be essentially, you know, like the map, which is split down the middle almost, will be like done, which is cool. So, welcome to everybody. Any other thoughts before we dive in? I'm trying to think. Oh, here we go.
YouTube is breaking anyways, pun time. What did the bison say to his son when he left the ranch? Bison, ho, ho, ho. Yes, 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 ho, ho.
He really got a kick out of that one. He cracked himself up. All right. I think we just jump over to Animal Crossing. Yes, it's up. We're good. All right. Let's play the game. So, awesome. Watching this while I sort Pokemon cards. Love the Animal Crossing series. Nice. I'm glad you got your hands on some Pokemon cards. Not easy to do. What kind did you manage to score? And did you pull anything good? I don't know why my camera got all out of whack. That's so weird. I didn't do anything. All right. So, we are here. What? Oh, swamp. We're working on the swamp. I did do some work off camera, though. I may not have worked on the swamp off camera, but I did gather some supplies off camera. So I'll show you those now. If I go into here, I have even more vine benches. I have some ruined seats. I have some... I have a ruined arch. I have more decayed trees. And I have another giant vine. We'll probably make some more green leaf piles as well, perhaps. I keep buying assorted tins. Nothing as good as the prismatic Sylveon. Well, best of luck. Stuff like a stone tablet, things like that could work pretty well. I have a cabinet out there, so I'm not going to grab anything from here, but just wanted to show you some of the stuff that I did gather up. First, we should probably work on the paths and get those kind of finished up. Looks like we'll be working in the rain today. That's fine. I don't care. It's whatever. KK's also here. I don't think we're going to get a song because it would have to be nighttime. All right, so yeah, I'll just kind of take you around what we were sort of working on. We set up what's going to become our mining area. There's already a rock in here, but I can't keep it because there's not dirt under it. We're going to kind of fill all of this in with dirt. I'm probably going to put some cliff around it as well. We may do that today. What do we play on? We're playing on the Switch. And then if we pop up here, you can kind of see some of the stuff, like the more completed areas. I need to put down some more glowing moss, but it's looking pretty good. And I love the way this path came out. Coming back to this now, like a week later, I really, really like the way it looks. I'm very happy with it. I also like that it's not on every single tile. Like, it kind of breaks up between the regular grass and then the glowing grass. So I'm going to call it glowing grass. It's like swamp grass, whatever you want to call it. It looks pretty good. We're going to do a little bit over here. Yeah, we're just going to kind of like get moving. I can go up and show you the rest of it too. Let's do this first. All right, so up here And you can see I've already placed down some decayed trees and stuff. I put this Stonehenge down because I thought this would be like a good representation for the water rune crafting altar. I think it is. I don't disagree with that, but I do have the ruined pillars and stuff now too, so we might swap to that. I don't know. They're just a little bit larger. They'll encompass more of this area, which I would like. We're going to do some around the campsite. We kind of started that. And then back here, we're probably going to place trees and stuff. Maybe even some cliffs, just to kind of like cap off the back area, you know? This would continue on into Draenor Village in the actual game. Obviously, we just have ocean behind us because Animal Crossing Islands are very small. And then over here, maybe a little bit more swamp, but same deal. Trees, stuff like that. I might keep like a little opening to the secret beach, you know. But yeah. As you can see, still a good amount of work to do on the pathing. That's what we're working on. That's the plan. Normally, I like to kind of like set a goal and finish it on a stream, but this was just so much work, and I got really distracted partway through and changed my entire pathing strategy thanks to suggestions from you guys, and it just kind of became like, you know, necessary to stop and just pick it up another stream. And that's what we decided to do. So all right, let's do it. I think for this now, like the trick was that we learned. See this, like here for example, you never use two of these next to each other like that. That's the trick to making your paths look good. That's what we learned. That was the if we follow that lesson, our paths should look pretty dang nice. That's the idea. So that's what we're going to hopefully do. That being said, I feel like I'm already messing it up. Here's what we'll do. We'll get a solid tile right here. It's a big area to work on. It's massive. Yeah, it's absolutely massive. That's not what I meant to do. Although it wouldn't be too big of a deal. Kind of just replacing the tiles that I already have put down. Yep, we're doing more pathing. Isn't that thrilling? Isn't that so exciting? I'm kind of wondering if the two tiles next to each other rule extends to the middle paths. You know what I mean? Like, because we technically have two of the same tile next to each other, like side by side. But I do have other options. I have 3 options for this. So if we go through this again, we might want to go through and just kind of like do stuff like this. So now literally no two tiles touching each other are the same. It looks pretty good. Does RuneScape have a specific interior? Does the RuneScape have a specific interior, or can you fill it however you want? When you say specific interior, you're talking about houses, I assume? So the houses I'm standing next to here and here are non-existent in the Lumbridge Swamp. The reason I have them is actually because I wanted a frog and a mouse villager, because there's a lot of frogs and rats in the Lumbridge Swamp. And I thought instead of that, because I don't really have a good solution for that, it'd be funny to just put one of each villager to just kind of give a nod to the fact that, oh yeah, these critters are in the swamp. Now, that means their houses, we can just make them look kind of swampy, I guess. They have no business being here. There are a couple of little buildings, so I could maybe play around with that. But yeah, they really do have no business being here. So, I don't know. I might make them swampy. We'll see. We'll kind of see what we end up doing. I think right here we could use a little something. I don't exactly know what. What if we just put like this, and we just kind of decorate around it? That's not what I meant. Although... I don't know if this is a good idea. How am I supposed to, like, cap it off? Oh, crap. Paths enthralling beyond belief. All that lore building with the pathing. Lore building. Watching pathing is cozy and relaxing? Oh, I'll take it. I'll absolutely take that. I think I think I'm going to get a little too scattered here if I keep going down this path. That's fine. Here, just do this. Get rid of this tile here and go with my original plan. Faye, how's it going? Welcome back. How have you been? Okay. Yeah, I think what we'll do is... No. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's put down a solid tile here. We'll go up some more. Or, well, we should probably actually do this tile. No, we can't. Never mind. Doing fandom stuff, events and things. Last time you streamed, I was asleep. Oh. Well, welcome back. We're streaming at a different time. So that should work out nicely. Yeah, I think what we do here is we keep going this way. Wonder what would happen if I did something like this. We can't do that because of the corner down there, so never mind. We'll just kind of go... That's the wrong corner. There we go. Okay. What I would like this to do is kind of wrap around to the left, kind of going behind the house. In order to achieve that, I think I'll just do one of these. And then... What would this look like? Maybe we connect it? Once you kind of get into this little curvy path thing, there's not a whole lot you can, like, do to get out of it unless you make, like, a large section. So we'll just have to deal with it. Just deal with it. This one's gonna be pretty big. Did I see a? Did you see a balloon? Oh, I hear it. Yep. Okay, or see it. I couldn't hear it. No, I missed. Try again. There we go. This is pants. Cool. I'll take some points. Absolutely. Which town is this? This is Lumbridge, a replica I've taken some liberties with from the game RuneScape. All right, let's see. Let's put that there. What section of Lumbridge? Oh, I'm working on the swamp. So, where's my map? I gotta get all my stuff back where I had it. No. No. Well, this is the section, but larger map. Boom. We're on the left half, basically. Right by the fence. Towards the top at the moment. I guess I can point to it. We are like right here-ish right now. Sort of. Actually, we're probably right here. I've played RuneScape for so long, only vaguely remember the map. Yeah, so I flipped this on its side, and like so our airport's down here, our town is here, and then yeah, you go out into the swamp. So yeah. It has been really fun to work on. All right. So what I've done is started creating a massive, just an absolutely massive section to our map here, or our swamp path. I'm trying to decide if I want it to be this big. I guess I do. I mean, there's a ton of space here, but I think we should also kind of do what I seem to have planned on doing right here, which was leave a gap in the middle. We could probably put a big vine there. Drag is so happy about the swamp. I know. Yeah, the villagers love the swamp. They're into it. Okay. So basically just ignore all the tiles that were already there when we got here. I'm just going to do what I want. And that involves probably getting rid of this. And yeah, let's make that kind of like middle section. How are we going to do this? I think I actually need that to be a solid tile. No. Mm-mm. This is hurting my brain. How did I do this before? There's another balloon? I hear it. Yep. Thank you. Swamp, swamp, swamp. Delivery jacket, denim painter's pants. So I guess we're just getting like an entire outfit today. This probably isn't the place to do, so I already have all this here. I probably shouldn't do what I'm kind of starting to do here. Instead, here's what we'll do. Caitlin, how's it going? So now there is kind of like a blank spot here for something. And Jenny, how's it going?
Here's another $2 recipe. Great Expectations cheese. Scratch off the last remnants of a cheese block with a fork and enjoy the essence of dairy.
He once again got moved. I don't know how that keeps happening. Every time I open OBS now, something gets moved around, and I don't know why. I have no idea. Maybe I should update it. There is an update.
Cat fact number 7, if a cat sits on your book, it's because they're absorbing the knowledge by osmosis.
True. True. I've heard that before. Hmm. I'm only slightly ignoring the tiles that are already placed down. Crap. That won't work. How am I supposed to do this? There's a lot of things I don't want to do, and now I'm kind of stuck. I guess I have to do this. And put a solid tile here. I don't know. How'd this get so messed up? Yeah, see, that doesn't work. There's like a fundamental thing about paths that I forgot since we last played, and it's affecting me really bad. All right, let's just do that for now, and then decide, do we want to like put some corners down or get rid of these square tiles or what? Let's put this here, put this here, except that doesn't work. Shoot. Oh man, this is all sorts of jank. Filling completely? I don't want to do that. I'm trying to make it look, you know, really varied and interesting. This I can... Okay, this will work. If we do that... That definitely works. That's great. I don't have a piece that just connects a point vertically or horizontally. So, some path kits do have a piece like that, but this was not one of them, which is very unfortunate. Like this kind of piece right here. No, the 3 different tiles will make it natural. I just don't... I'm trying to leave gaps in it anyway. Speaking of those tiles, I'm going to put one here. And one up here. Should help break things up a little bit more. So, yeah, I guess all I could really do is that, to make that its own separate little island. And then make the path kind of curve one way or the other, so we could go this way. This way? No, that doesn't... Oh! No, wait. Here, we might have a way out of this. And then... This way. Okay. Shoot. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. No, that's not good. I have an opportunity here. Champ is squirrel. Am I saying that correctly? Hello, welcome. All right, so we do that. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. There we go. That's probably the wrong one. Okay, so it didn't make like a hollow area like I wanted. That's not a big deal. So the only thing is maybe I connect. Oh, I can't do that. If I do this, maybe I can do that. Okay, okay. And then... Okay, this is starting to be something, and then, well, starting to. It's almost done. We just... Oops, I just need that same piece again. We just do that. Okay, great. It looks good. It just, yeah, it really... It took us on a bit of a journey there. But now we got this house kind of surrounded, and we have, you know, a bunch of gooey path all the way up to here, which is what I wanted. Oh, man. That was hard. Okay. We gotta destroy some rocks. I gotta hit a rock for my Nook Miles goal anyway, so. I hear another balloon, too. Okay. Perfect. I'll take that. Looks awesome. Thank you. Yes, I'm trying to finish all of our Lumbridge swamp swampy pathy bits. And I need to go through now and break some rocks and stuff from last time. They have since respawned, so we'll have to go take care of those. I will grab some food for that. Okay. What do people eat? Yeah, pears. Pears are fine. And I think we should grab, while we're here, some stuff. We should probably get maybe just a couple decayed trees, our giant vine. Maybe just a couple of vine benches for now. And I was just thinking we could put the vine in this, like, spot here. It's just so big. That's just vine. Giant vine. Yeah, why not? Probably a vine bench next to it, right here. Yeah. Why not? Pretty good. Could this just come back here, maybe? Does RuneScape allow those big mushrooms in the swamp? I don't want to say they don't allow, but I don't know if they're there. Not in that one, anyway. Been watching all the Hardman videos, loving them. Oh, thank you. Glad you're enjoying those. Have I ever caught a snail? I probably have. Nope. I had not caught a snail. Not that it matters, because I'm not donating to the museum, but... Well, we don't know yet, actually, do we? I had wondered if I should add the museum somewhere. I just don't know what kind of landmark it's going to represent. Okay, so, as you can see, I planned on yet another glob there. We got a couple little spots that we're going to fill in here. And then, yeah, a couple more big spots, too. Man. Yeah, it's a lot. Want a money tree? Might as well, right? Okay. All right, let's keep going. Now, I would like this to kind of fill in this area pretty nicely. The problem with this is, again, we're trying not to use two of these edge tiles next to each other. So we very quickly have to, like, do something like this and then back off and decide to make it either taper in or go wider. So since I only have a little bit of room, we have to make it taper in. Probably both of these points. I think I hear another balloon. Something like that. Should I stop for every balloon? Should I start ignoring them? It's good to get them. You just never know what's going to be inside. That's a pan flute. Not bad. And yeah, we have a present in our inventory too. What is that? Light bamboo rug. Already know it. Cool. That's probably up here. Nope. You know what we can do? Just end it right there. And then we can go over here and pop that down. Okay, cool. Another little swampy bit. Looks good. Maybe needs a decayed tree. Like right here. Something like that. Maybe I'll flip it. Mm-hmm. Looks like my thought here was just to put down a little bit of swamp. Not what I meant. You think blue balloons are mostly recipes? I know they mostly have resources in them when there's not, like... I don't want to call it an event, but, like, you know how sometimes they give you stuff? Like bamboo rugs and stuff? That's temporary. So one of those temporary things is happening. Yeah, I've definitely noticed. You can make the decayed trees? Yes, I can, but not on this character. He doesn't have the recipe. Okay. I think for this, we're going to go like that. And throw that there. Oh, you can make them mossy. Oh. You're right. These have a mossy variant. I forgot. They're not mossy in RuneScape. But that's a good point. All right, I'll think about that. Yeah, that's really interesting. All right. Yeah, I'll consider that. That's a good catch. Oops.
Welcome back, viewers. I'm Tom Nook, and this is Nook News Network. Today, Dan is working on his RuneScape island again. It seems like he's added more custom designs on the ground. It's not a lot of progress, but a work in progress. Remember, viewers, to do your morning exercises and also get plenty of sleep tonight, so a certain person can visit you in your dreams tonight. Stay tuned for more news. Yes, yes.
Who's the certain person visiting you in your dreams tonight? What does that mean? That was so ominous. Nook? He's like, get some sleep tonight so I can visit you in your dreams? Peeping Nook. All right, anyway, we got some swamp here. Yeah, I don't know about that. Luna? I think we're giving Tom Nook a little too much credit there. Zipper. I'm just kind of looking to see if there's other spots that should probably get some, like, swamp. And this spot here seems like it should probably get something. Maybe this should probably go up here. Okay. Actually, does it have to go up some more? How do you... Oh, man, I always forget how to, like... How do I get out of this, you know? think I have to do this, but then change out one of the tiles like this. Yeah. There we go. Okay, that's better. I like that that takes up some more of the room. And again, we're leaving space back here for trees and stuff. Okay, we got a spot here. Let's just kind of follow what we did, right? Like, put this stuff down, so why not? Let's just keep going. The night clowns. Lazy villagers keep bringing up, probably. The night clowns? Okay, this is working. I feel like I'm kind of like getting the hang of it again. You know? Not what I meant. Although, you know what? Yeah, let's make it larger. That, get rid of this, and pop down a path kind of like this one. Right there. Okay. That's another one done. How are we looking? I'd say we're looking pretty darn good. We'll definitely need to go through and, like, break up some of the paths that look very similar in like the middle parts of these kind of larger areas. Looks like I did a little bit of work there, but it definitely needs more. Because we can probably do something like that. And that. Looking good and natural. I like to hear that. Okay. Put that there. Uh-huh. Yeah, these kind of... Oops. Kind of break stuff up. I'm trying not to have too many of the same center tile next to each other. Not aiming for perfection there or anything. Okay, I think we got all the big areas that I wanted. Oh, okay, there's one here. So we got to do a large area there, and then if we go up north, there might be one more, but I can't remember. I know there's a couple little ones like this. Yeah, there's this one. Okay. Whew, I'm not looking forward to this one. I gotta be honest. Today might be a coffee day. Today might be a coffee day. All right. How are we gonna do this? We just trace around it with... No, I think we... Here's what we'll do. Just start with a corner. If you ever procrastinate, you know, you're just having trouble starting a task. Like, this kind of pathing is a good example of what it means to kind of start something and get into it. You know that trick? Like, just start doing it, and before you know it, you'll have a really easy time because you're already kind of doing the thing, and you just start to get in the groove. Yeah, this whole experience is like a good example of that in action on like a much smaller scale. Because every time I come up to one of these new sections, I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. You know, there's that part of my brain that's like, I just did this. You know, I have to do it again. And then when I start, I'm pretty good. I'm in pretty good shape. I'm just like, oh yeah. And then we can do this one. And then we do, you know, it's the same exact practice over and over again. Naru, how's it going? Welcome. Fake it till you make it. That's a similar principle, but not quite. There's probably another way to describe it that's even more accurate. I'm sure folks here who have struggled with procrastination know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to get rid of these ones. I'm going to use them. Matt Cricket, how's it going? I'm struggling with that right now. So the trick would be, I'm trying to apply this more to my everyday life. It's something I've always known how to do for a very long time, but I just, you know, conveniently forget that you can do this. Just start doing the thing, right? Just start. And you tell yourself, I'm going to do it 5 minutes. Whatever the thing is. I'm just going to do this for 5 minutes. And then I'm done. I'm putting it down. And then usually 5 minutes goes by and you're like, you know, whatever. I can do a little more. It's not a big deal. Then you get it done. That's how this paths thing feels. Just put down a couple tiles. You know, get a feel for it. See how you like it. And then go from there. And that's what we're dealing with right now. Over and over and over again. Every big section's like another... Like, oh no, I don't want to do that right now. Well, okay, I'll start. Ta-da! There we go. Oh, wait, nope. How am I gonna recover from this? No. No. Okay, put this here. No. No. Put this here. There we go. And then put... I did kind of mess this up a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. Put that there, and then all we have to do, I can't because it breaks the rules. I don't want to break the rules, so I will do this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Everything's fine. Don't worry. Haha. Okay, great. I do 10 things. I count to 10 dishes, etc., then keep going. I do paths in Animal Crossing too. The same thing with paths. Yeah, that's exactly. Then problem solved. Okay, this is fine. So that's that. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, something's wrong. Shoot! Do I just do this lazy thing right here? Yeah, it's fine. Is what it is. Okay, now it's done. This spot's done. This spot. So this spot is going to be very simple, I think. We'll just literally make like a little oval thing. Wrong one. Okay. Yeah, just one of those. Aha. Plain paperboy cap. All right. And then we need to make a little spot over here. There's a phrase, eat the frog. Get the most unpleasant thing you want off your plate first, and the rest is smooth sailing. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm scared of frogs. See, that's the thing. That's the whole point. You eat the frog. Just get it done. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I think that was almost everything. We got these two little doots done. We got the big doots done. We just got to do that one spot on the other side. I think that's all the swamp we set aside. All the swampy tiles. And then it's the question of, do we want to go make these trees mossy? Or do you just want to leave them? And I don't know the answer to that. I think we're getting a little too complicated here. Let's put a third tile like that. I don't know if that kind of technically breaks the rule because there's like 3 tiles next to each other, but they're kind of diagonal. I think it'll look fine. Oops. What's the rule? You can't put 2 of the same... oops. I think it mostly applies to the paths that just are like the side ones, like this. You can't put 2 of these next to each other. That's the rule. Like this. That is breaking the rule. I have to keep reminding myself of the rule because I constantly want to break the rule. I've been breaking the rule for years. Yeah, me too. Hold on. How do we want to do this? I think we want to put maybe these guys back to back like that. And then we get like that one has the broken thing in the middle, like right there. And then we want to put a path. Oh, see, we're already breaking the rule again. We can't break the rule. No, that's fine. That's fine. We don't have to break the rule because we will put down one of these there. Oh yeah, I think we're good. And then we just have to reconfigure. We will reconfigure. Nope. That was the wrong one. There. Okay. That's looking... Wait, have I broken the rule? No. That's looking good. Okay. Did I do it? Are we done swamping the swamp? I think so. I think we get to move on to furniture. We have to decide if we want all the decayed trees to be mossy. What's the name of the island? Lumbridge. Now, in RuneScape, the trees don't look mossy, but it's our swamp. We can do what we want. Do we want mossy trees? Do we want some of the trees to be mossy and some of them not to be mossy? And then it's like the decision of like, well, you know, why are some trees mossy and some not mossy? The fact that we have this option is almost annoying because I'm just like, well, if we didn't have that option, then I wouldn't have to worry about this. Now I have to like make this decision. Swampy trees. I guess we do a poll. The theme? We are rebuilding the town of Lumbridge from RuneScape. That's the theme. And we're in Lumbridge Swamp right now. I always lose this map, which is this one. So the left half there, that's what we're working on right now. All right, I'm going to do a poll. Never played it? Yeah, no problem. That's all you need to know is it's an old video game, and I wanted to remake a town from it. What kind of trees should be in our swamp? Mossy only. Not... What do I, unmossy only, or a mix of both. I think this one's gonna win, but it's like my least favorite option for some reason. Probably because it's like just more decisions about breaking up different patterns and trying to make it look natural, blah, blah, blah. Anyway. Let me know in YouTube chat what you think we should do. Wow, there's a lot of Twitch chatters today, actually. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. Should we do a poll over there, too? That's really going to confuse things. We'll do something for Twitch chat, too. Maybe some betting or something. What are we going to bet on? Swamp's looking good. Thank you. Yeah, mix of both is winning. Where's the poll? Okay, this is kind of what I expected. A good chunk of you saying mossy only. And then most people saying just do both. We can do that. I'll just go to Harv's, and there's only 13 votes right now, so it wouldn't take many of you to push this if you're like, wait, what? They want to do what? The trees have more dark colors, so you should choose careful when matching colors that when you want to mix. The trees have more dark colors. I thought there was just mossy and not mossy. There's more? It's been forever. I'll leave the poll up for a bit, and I'm going to go grab some of these trees and head to Harv's and just see what we're looking at. I never played RuneScape, but I voted anyway. Well, yeah, thanks, Cora. You know what a swamp should look like. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is not possible to make perfect, okay? I've given up on that a long time ago. About when I tried to put all the ponds down. That just wasn't working. So these trees have not been placed down, obviously, so we can make all of these mossy if we end up doing a mix, and that should, based on the trees already placed down, be a good balance of the two. So let's head over. First time participating in a poll. Oops, I always do that. Love the vibe. Yeah, thank you. I like it too. Lumbridge has just a really iconic kind of vibe. We go to Harv's. He's going to tell me to take off my gear. There are 4 variations. Brown, which is what you have now. Dark brown, white, and mossy. Dark brown mixes best with mossy, I think. So if we do this, we should make all the trees... We got to pretty much customize all the trees anyway. I will say the trees in Lumbridge Swamp are dark. Let's take a look. Okay, decayed tree. Okay, so it looks like no matter what, we're probably going to end up doing all the trees. Because, yeah, we can't have this and this. That's just going to look odd. So I think we do dark brown and mossy. We'll make all of these mossy. We'll go pick up the trees we have already and make those dark brown. This is going to take a minute. What games have you all been playing lately? Let's just kind of chat for a bit because yeah, this is just going to be our tedious, a couple of tedious trips to Cyrus here. It'd be cool if Cyrus could come to the island. It'd be cooler if we could bulk customize because goodness gracious. Metopia, Red Dead Redemption 2, Minecraft again, now with a better laptop. A lot of people are playing Minecraft again. It's just suddenly having another upswing. Cool. I'm not playing it again. I'm done with Minecraft. I wouldn't be surprised if 10 years from now I still didn't want to play Minecraft because of how much I played in the past. Mainly Sims because a new pack came out. Nice. Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic on Switch. How is it? Do you feel like it's easy to play on Switch? Does it involve the touchscreen at all? And if so, do you only play in handheld mode? Like, tell me about that experience, because I was thinking about that. Upswing is like an uppercut. What are you talking about? The decayed tree is a DIY. You might be able to customize it on your island. I can, but I'm trying not to buy anything from Timmy and Tommy, including customization kits. So I'm just doing this. Probably because the Minecraft movie, which is coming out. Is anyone really excited about the Minecraft movie, though? I mean, come on. I wonder. I know they're having a big... They either had or are having, maybe right now, a big presentation about Minecraft. So this is, you know, future Minecraft kind of updates, things like that. Oh, okay, there we go. You get used to it. There's a lot of shortcuts you can learn with the D-pad. Mouse is better. I do feel like if indeed the Switch 2 has like mouse controls on its remotes, then games like The Sims and Roller Coaster Tycoon will be so much more fun to play on the Switch. Was that all of them? Did I do all the trees? One more. Okay. So yeah, it looks like a mix of both did win in the poll. Left it up for a pretty good amount of time. So that's what we'll do. All right, we'll head back. Yeah, I will give these to him. Take everything. I do want to see what rugs are available real quick. Do I need the shelving wall? I might, actually. I'm going to take this, just in case. I'll take the flooring as well, the boards. Natural flooring. Grab that. Speaking of Minecraft, Tortimer is in the game in an ender chest. What? Think about it. Always good to fill your catalogs. Yes, it is. It is. Okay, cool. So we got that. Anything cool over reds? No. All right, now we get to pick up all those trees. Neat. Now head on down. I'm just going to go ahead and jump over the river here. And yeah, literally run around and just pick all these up. Even though I just got them placed down the other day, and I like where they are, we had to go and start customizing. And knowing me, I'm probably going to miss some as well. Oops. One back here. We'll definitely want to travel around actual Lumbridge Swamp and see, you know, what the heck else we could put in here besides trees and vines. Any more? I feel like I must have missed some. There's no way. Okay. I don't know. I'm feeling like we missed one or two, but I guess not. Are there rocks in it? In the swamp? Yeah. I mean, I have some. I have some, like, of those seats, the ruined seats. And I'm keeping my actual rocks that you use for mining purposes to put in the mine. That's, like, on the corner of the map there. But yeah, we could put some rocks for sure. Okay. Fly. Harves. Yes, Twisted Whisper. Hello, how are you? Thanks for being here. Thanks to those of you watching on Twitch, by the way. We're almost at 1,000 followers over on Twitch, which is pretty cool. Given that I've been streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, I wasn't thinking we'd hit 1,000 anytime soon, so that's kind of neat. Okay. Here we go again. So yeah, we're gonna do the dark brown trees now. Then while we're here, we should probably look and see what variations of ruins there are. Maybe, I don't know. We probably need to look. There's a mossy one. Let's just do that. Doing good. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Making a lot of progress in Lumbridge. I'm hoping to just be like completely done with the swamp, minus the houses. Because we have some other projects on this island. Actually, once the swamp is done, it's a lot of just details after that, I think. Which, to me, is some of the most exciting times when it comes to decorating Animal Crossing Island, when you have, like, your big, big projects done, and it's just going in and kind of massaging it into something really cool. So, yeah, we'll probably do maybe a few streams where we're just kind of, like, going into spots and just adding little details here and there. It's just nice to get, like, the big projects done. And there's, I mean, this map that we're working on is comprised of 2 really distinct areas. And so after this project, the swamp, that's like one entire distinct area done. And then we'll be able to work on the other half, which is mostly just forest. And I don't want to be lazy about it. I want to put little details in the forest to make it kind of cool and unique. But yeah, like it is just trees. So we'll have to kind of like work on that and see how we like it. And then everything else is kind of small. We have the ham hideout, which will be pretty easy. We have oh, you know what? There's a cave. I think I know what I want to do for that. So I think we might do a cave. There's a lot of little things. Let's see. To me, the storage sheds are like an ender chest. The ruin set variations: ivory, white, light brown, black, and mossy. Yeah, we'll do mossy. I like how you set your own goals at one point in the game. It reminds me of Minecraft in that sense. There aren't too many goals that those games give you. Those are my favorite games, I think, honestly. That's why I played Minecraft for so long, because I was just obsessed with building out these worlds and, you know, doing all kinds of different things. I got into modded Minecraft for a really long time. So yeah, Animal Crossing is kind of the same way, right? You just set your own goals. RuneScape is the same way, which is kind of unique for MMO. A lot of MMOs, like, you're kind of like on your path, right? Like, especially the story-driven ones like Final Fantasy. You do all the main story quests, and then you just kind of do dungeons and stuff. And you can go decorate if you want or whatever, but really the core of the game, in my opinion, is like, I'm going to go grind dungeons and get all this stuff, you know? I want to get the best gear, so on and so forth. And in RuneScape, there's plenty of that, but it's a much longer journey, very long, and you know, you can kind of just tackle it however you want. These days, more modern MMOs, you can get through the early game grinds a lot faster. All the fun stuff is in the end game. And I think RuneScape has both. I think they're very, very long grinds, and then also an end game with a lot of fun stuff. All right, those are decayed trees, and yeah, let's go into here. Put some stuff away. And then I will get my ruined seat and all that stuff. So I got, yeah, 3 of these. And what else? We got ruined arch. I don't think there's literally a cave in the swamp. I'm just trying to think if it's it's a hole in the ground. It's not like an actual cave. I think this has a mossy garden, or that rock is like a mossy variant. This might as well. Where's my pillars? I made pillars too. Ah, okay, here they are. Okay, the first Sims was also such a game for me, just making the most beautiful neighborhood or creating some lovely chaos. Yeah. I wonder, The Sims might have been my first experience. And maybe it was Roller Coaster Tycoon. I played those both very close together. And yeah, those were my first games where I got to like do my own thing in them. Been playing RuneScape for years and not even maxed yet. Just such a long journey. It's funny to get lots of different things to do. Yeah, I mean, same thing. Same thing here. It's been I'm nowhere near maxing. I don't think I ever will, but yeah, I enjoy it. I would be doing some grinding right now if I didn't get all that done. We got 99 woodcutting during these streams. And that was really easy because I was just chopping redwood trees, and so I could barely pay attention to it. And now I have 99 fishing, 99 woodcutting. I don't have 99 mining, but gosh, mining's like not fun. And then what are my 99s? Cooking is done. All the like I would say easy 99s are out of the way. I could do some Nightmare Zone combat if I want to. Maybe I set that up, but yeah, I don't know. It's all the AFK stuff is like behind me. Not all of it, but a lot of AFK stuff that I enjoy doing is behind me. Yeah, if you like Animal Crossing, a lot of people think, oh, I want to play a game like Animal Crossing. It really depends on what you like about Animal Crossing. If you like collecting things and completing museums and stuff like that, maybe Stardew Valley is what you want to switch to. If you like picking your own goals, though, and kind of building something up from nothing, Minecraft, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Sims, like those would be kind of like the games. And I think that's why, like, when Animal Crossing finally became like really boring for everybody and they moved on to other games, you noticed YouTubers just kind of like start to shift into all kinds of areas. And it's been really interesting to see where people kind of landed, you know, what games they typically play where they used to be pretty much primarily Animal Crossing. A lot of people went to just cozy games. And cozy games can just be like puzzle games, all kinds of stuff. So you'll see a lot of YouTubers just playing all kinds of indie games. It's like all over the place because there's so many different elements to this game that, you know, people really enjoy. So for me, it's definitely the building something from nothing kind of vibe. And that's why, like, I would go to a game like Dinkum. Even though Dinkum's not really cozy, it's pretty treacherous, actually. It's a very there's like a lot of intense stuff that happens in Dinkum. But I like building a whole village, and there's a lot of cool items to decorate with. I'm 8 critters and 13 arts away from completing the museum with the help of Treasure Islands. Nice. Let's see. Hold on. We got a couple of things here. I'm going to be Geese back. Hello. And do you see yourself going back to Dinkum ever? I miss those videos, especially roleplay. I keep almost picking up Dinkum, and I think there's just, like, having 2 Animal Crossing islands I'm working on that I'm, like, not nearly done with yet makes me feel like I should finish those first. And then there's all these new simulator games and stuff coming out. I really enjoy those and want to play those. So, I don't know. Eventually, there's just a lot of new games, too, and I don't want to miss them. I play a lot of games off stream, but I do think my longest gaming sessions are while I'm streaming. So if there's a game like I really want to play and it's good for stream, I tend to find an excuse to play it on stream, which means I'm not playing Dinkum for you guys. Okay, so we got our trees, And we have our ruined seats now and all that fun stuff. I'm just going to throw a money tree like right here just to get it out of my inventory. You finally found Ribbot. Nice. Congrats. Ribbot's awesome. Okay, so let's go into the game and see if there's any room for our ruined furniture. Get in there real quick. All right, where are we going to put this? I think here? Oh, it's very tiny. Is that how we did this before? I thought I had another... Oh, well. Okay, whatever. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's fine. So, I'm now picking up a controller. That's something we need. Let's go into the swamp. If you're interested in the skills that this kind of has, there you go. So, as previously stated, there are... This is like the graveyard, and then here's the swamp that we're building. Also, this is a goofy-looking tree. Strong yew. I've never seen that before. So we'll have to put a couple, like, trees on the south side of our path. Probably not much else. You can see there's, like, an odd shrub here and there. Maybe we use flowers instead. And then, yeah, we're trying to find any rock structures in here that we need to mimic. I know of one, but most of it's just trees and, you know... vines, and then rats and frogs. Rats and frogs everywhere, by the way. Just everywhere. It's a mess. So over there is where I put the Stonehenge, because that is where the water rune crafting altar is. Oh, there are mushrooms here. Okay. I forgot about that. So I don't have any mushrooms, but maybe. Okay, and then there's these broken down carts. I forgot about this too. This is part of a quest. I think this is a newer thing. How far on the map are we right now? Okay, so if this is our ocean in Animal Crossing... Oh, wait. If this is our ocean in Animal Crossing, then we could add these guys if we wanted to. I wasn't planning on that, but we could definitely put these carts, like we have similar carts in the game. These ones are a little different, but similar. We have similar ones. And we could put a little campfire and a couple logs down. This could be a fun place to make. And this is like a big empty area for us right now, so we should consider this. In terms of rocks, though, you just don't see a lot of rocks in the swamp. You know? There's the mining area. And there's this thing. And that's it. Do you have the spooky fencing? I do on my other guy, but it's... Spooky fencing looks weird. Like it's... If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's metal, kind of like an iron-looking thing, and it has pumpkins in it. Like... Here's the mining area, by the way. This is why I want to put a cliff, because of this thing here. Anyway. Okay, so we're not going to do a lot of rocks, I don't think. What console's RuneScape on? You can play RuneScape on PC or mobile. And it's the same exact game. So if you start playing on mobile and you're like, I love this, but the touch controls annoy me, you can log into your same exact account on a computer. It's completely cross-play. It's an MMORPG. You can try it for free. By try it, I mean you can play as much as you want for free, but you will have access to only a certain area of the map and only about like less than half these skills. But you get a really, really good taste for the game. And if you enjoy the free-to-play, you will love members. To give you an idea of the non-members world, can I make this map any larger for you? Probably not. Can I get rid of the map key at least? Yes. It's all covered in icons, and I could sit here and turn all those off, but that's... so this is non-member. All of this is non-member. A good chunk of the wilderness is non-member. That's where people can kill each other. And then this wall right here, my mouse is, that's where like it goes from kind of like non-member to member zone. So all this is member. This is non-member. This is also non-member, I think. And there's Tutorial Island. That actually might be this island. Where the tutorial takes place. A little bit of the desert is non-member. So yeah, there's a lot of the game that you get to experience if you are new to it and you don't want to pay any money. Mobile is, I think you need a member's account to play on mobile. I could be wrong about that. I don't know if you can play on mobile for free. Someone who plays RuneScape can let me know if I'm... when members first... Or, I'm sorry, when mobile first came out, they released... They released only 2 members, paying members. But I don't know if they ever did free-to-play. You can play mobile free-to-play. Okay, cool. When it first came out, you could not play mobile free-to-play. And then I think they said, like, eventually you can. So it looks like we're at that point. Great. So yeah, you can play it for free on mobile or PC. And then if you like it, you can pay for a subscription and take your account and go do all kinds of stuff. And then if you're tired of paying for it, you can end your subscription and you can still log in and kind of check on stuff. But, you know, it won't be as fun because you're not a member. All right, what were we doing? I think we were trying to get... This is called a remember if you do that. Yes, I think that's literally what they call it. Yes, so if we put down our trees, and then we make that... I like that little cart area. I have to go make the carts, so I have to build that another day. But that was about up here. Oh, shoot, we have a balloon. Somewhere up here, we could put those guys that are kind of stranded in the swamp. Oops. Oh. 50 balloons popped. There we go. We're getting close to our gold slingshot, aren't we? Okay. So... Not really close. It was... Really? It was right about here that the guys broke down. So, yeah, we could build that here if we want to. Should you get custom designs for rats and frogs? Maybe. There's a lot, aren't there? It'd be cooler if we had little rat and frog models. I was just going to do a rat and a frog villager and call it a day. This is Sprocket's house. We're going to get rid of Sprocket and put a mouse here. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not in a rush to figure that problem out just yet. So, let's... not use the Stonehenge and instead use our ruined furniture. Frog model from Flick? That's a lot of frog models. But yeah, there's that. Okay, ruined arch. We gotta put something in the middle of this, too. Ruined broken pillar. I have a couple broken pillars. I think I have one that is not broken. And we got some ruined seats. Oh, yeah, 2 of them. Okay, 2 rune seats. Hold on. So if I put this like there. Okay. Maybe one over here. Perfect weather. Yeah, you're right. Okay. This is kind of the start of something, but I'm like, I don't know. Feels a little weak. It definitely needs the thing in the middle. Just imagine an actual building and arrange pieces like that. Yeah, I know. I should probably, like, make this a little more symmetrical. Like, and intentional. Face that like that. There we go. You need the Forbidden Altar DIY. Yes. Okay, thank you. That's a great idea. The Forbidden Altar has a mossy variant too, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, we can pop a Forbidden Altar here. That's a really good idea. Really good idea. Okay, thank you. We gotta go get our mossy trees too. But okay, great. Let's kind of push this up here. What else do we have on us right now? Decay, 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 decay. Very good. There's a DJ turntable, which needs to go in storage. Stonehenge, which goes in storage. And those two go in storage. And we're going to go get our mossy trees. Oh, I see that balloon. We might as well. Maybe we go to my island today, my other island. Vintage TV tray. And we make the carts. Are the carts makeable, or do we need to buy them? You know what I'm talking about? The wagons. Remember the wagons? I need 2 wagons. Yep, vintage TV tray. Hungry man dinner, but you know, from a different century. Mossy stone tablet's probably just a good item to put in there. Covered wagon cannot be crafted. Covered wagon cannot be crafted. Okay. I'll check my storage and see if I have any. Be a really good one to have. Is the stone tablet something we want here? Ooh, it matches really nice. Here, what if we put the stone tablet like this? It's just subtle. And it's not necessarily even facing the camera. It's just kind of there as like a... Because we're going to put the altar here. And then that tablet will explain what the heck this is, I guess. That's the lore reason for it being there. You know, it'd be good in the swamp? Fossilized poop. Hard agree. Okay, so we need to look. Well, let's place our trees down. Let's not get too sidetracked yet. On the altar, you can even place a mossy, creepy skeleton. I could. I don't know if I want to do that, but we could. I'm trying not to. They're fun to use, but I'm trying not to overuse them. All right, so the way I arrange this is at the top row, we have the non-mossy trees, and on the bottom row, we have the mossy trees. So we can kind of try a healthy mix of both of them, just kind of, you know, bipping and bopping with the two different types of trees. So we'll put one non-mossy one, for example, up here. That's like right in the way. Cool, great. Can I get it closer to the pond? No. All right. Put that there. And then we're gonna have cliff right here, so let's not worry about that. We can toss a mossy tree right here. Oh, I like the subtle difference between the two trees. That's pretty cool. We'll push it back. All right. We'll put a non-mossy tree right here. Kind of push it forward, actually. And we'll take a non-mossy tree and put it over here. Spin it. Like that. Ah, okay. Trying to decide if that's what I want. I guess so. I don't know. I don't know. What should we do? I like where these were placed before, and I don't remember where they were. We pull that in. We get rid of this one. But maybe put it down here. Maybe that's better. Oh my gosh. They're so big. I hate how big like the base of the tree is. It still won't go in? Is that because of the vine? Oh my gosh. Here. I think there was one here. Yeah, we're doing that. I think I had one here. Terrible location. That's not where I had it. It won't go anywhere. So it's not going to go any closer because of the glowing moss there. It was probably up in this little spot, actually. Let's do that. Can I fit one here? You should have dropped a rock at each spot. Yeah, I should have done something. Crap. They're so difficult to place down. Oh, crap. The balloon's getting away. What's this? Could this be a forbidden altar? Steel frame wall. Yeah, I really don't like how big they are. Okay. I'm gonna throw a mossy tree right here. Pretty good. one over here. I guess it makes sense when there's like a lot of the green stuff around to have the mossy tree in there. And then like over here could be like a non-mossy tree. Okay. Throw a tree here. Island's looking really good. Love the swampy path. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm going to throw a mossy tree right here. Nope, that was good. Probably get away with another mossy one right here. This one can go like up here. If we're putting the broken down cart guys here, I'll just leave that for now. There's nothing up here, so let's see. How about mossy tree? Another mossy tree. Almost out of them now. Trying to put them in like little areas like that where the path kind of wraps around them. And we can take a tree that does not have moss on it and put it there. Maybe a little bit further away, and we can turn it like that, perhaps. Okay, that looks good. This is just begging for a tree right here. Okay. This one somewhere here needs a tree. I only have a couple left, so we can put this one here. Now this one's bugging the crap out of me. Here, what about pick this up? I don't know if we can put it like here. Nope. Nope. Bad. It's bad. Slump was much better with the new trees. I agree. Well, I guess that's fine. We'll put one here if possible. Yep. As I like run here, I'm trying to see like, do I have a tree everywhere I want a tree? Ugh. Terrible. It just gets right in the way. Pick this up. Pick this up. Okay, how's it going? That's a little better. Yeah. Okay, this is looking good. I think we're good with trees. Means we need some other stuff. More glowing moss, obviously. Which we do have. And yeah, I think we just kind of like scatter it a little bit. Just here and there, you know. So big blank area, we'll plant like a bunch, and then we'll just kind of pick up what we don't want. Something like that. And then maybe just a couple down here. If the new Animal Crossing would provide that, I'm sure players would complain after it got after it's too small again. What the next Animal Crossing needs more land and better item placing. Yeah, we'll always complain. Don't get me wrong. There'll always be something that players feel was really obvious that Nintendo should have added to like any game, you know? But Animal Crossing especially bothered me and other folks because it's just like there's so much obvious stuff that it's like, what are we doing? You know, why could we not get like just a little bit more something, bulk crafting, you know, more to do with multiplayer, and then yeah, people were especially burned because they felt like New Leaf had a lot of features that would have translated really well on New Horizons. They didn't do it. Cartoonist set, not helpful at all. Hi. I think the rotation of the buildings would not be vanilla. Yeah, rotation of the buildings would be very interesting. So like Dinkum Camera in Animal Crossing. You know, a lot of people would say that's not Animal Crossing, but neither was terraforming. So I don't know. I don't know. The cat's name today. I don't know. You can all name the cat today. What are we calling the cat today? Furbrat McGee comes to mind. Raymond? Oof. Fuzzy McFuzzface? That's me right now. Gosh. Let's see. Grab the stuff here. I'm trying not to overplant the glowing moss. But I definitely want like a good amount, you know? I'm trying not to be too picky about which types of glowing moss get put down either. Stop it. Sorry, everybody. I have to pet the cat. Do they spread like weeds? They don't, which is good. I prefer that, honestly. Cats, you're watching your cat on the screen. Yeah, this one will do that too. If we put like a cat live stream on, just locked in. We've been placing the glowing rocks. They have like a mossy variant. They feel a little out of place, don't they? I don't know. You're talking about the orbs? Those like glowing orb things? Definitely not that one. Can we put one here? Yes, we can. Can we put one here? Yes, we can. And then over here. Don't sneeze on me. Please don't sneeze on me. Ah, you're sneezing on me. Glowing moss boulders. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, those feel a little... They're cool. I just don't know if they're for this, you know? Oh, we gotta be careful. We also want room for vines, too. I still got a lot of vines. Ugh. Ugh. I'm covered in cat hair now. We've been doing some happy home on this island. Yeah. Pretty much everywhere I look, there are some glowing moss spots, which is good. Like, we've placed some down. That's really all I want, is just to have like a sprinkle of it here and there. Need some like right here, maybe? Definitely up here. Probably some up here. Well, maybe like right here. Okay, and then up here. I don't know. I want to feel intentional. Like, maybe this is a little random, you know? Like, by the rivers makes sense, or ponds. Maybe over here, just a couple vines. I just want to look good, you know? Okay. Let me get rid of this one. Yeah, now we just gotta find homes for all the vine benches. Planted sugarcane plants around some ponds and rivers to mimic different styles of grass. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Do I have those? Let me see. I know I have pumpkins. Yes, I do have those. Well, I like that idea. I only have 10, and I just dropped them. Oh, don't eat. Oh, can I not plant these? Yeah, I think we have to bury them, right? Yeah, okay. Whoops. I kind of want to put them like separate from each other because they're all probably going to grow the same exact to the same exact height or whatever. Because it's raining today, I'm probably not going to water them again, and then yeah, they'll all look exactly the same. So If they're kind of separated, at least then it's not like as apparent, right? Don't forget to water them daily. I kind of like when they're more piddly than that, though. I like when they're only part watered. For aesthetics. For when it comes to, like, oh, right here's fine. When it comes to decorating with them, I like that. When it comes to farming, I would prefer it if they were more, like, grown in. Bamboo stalks can also work, but they're a little more robust, and these are... I think these will kind of fit the vibe pretty well. Pop one up here. Can they grow right next to the water? I think so. I guess we'll find out. Here, these two, I'll put two close together. I'll put one there, and I'll put one like right back here if possible. Nope, never mind. Only trees can't. Okay. Okay, so in that case, we could probably put something right here, and then a vine in front of it. Swamp's starting to look really cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. Something about this tree is bugging me. I'm gonna put it here. Okay, that makes the horizon down here look a little bit better. Okay. Just don't try to place too many items. The emptiness is also part of the charm. Yeah, you're right. Like, it should, and I want it to be traversable. I like any build I do to be traversable. The only other item I want to spam, and probably not even too much. Hold on. I just want to see what these were. Would be these. And no, I'm not going to customize them because it's too many. It's just too many. And I don't know if I'll even use all of them. I do want to use quite a few, though. There's a lot of vines in the swamp. So we could certainly start putting these down here, there, and everywhere. Hang on. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Is the new Nintendo Direct at the end of this month or early next month? Good question. I'm not sure. I forgot. Wasn't it April? April 2nd? April 2nd. Okay, a few people say April 2nd. Putting a clown nose on for Animal Crossing content? Don't expect any Animal Crossing at all, everybody. Just don't do it. Trust me. Come on. We've all been burned before. Don't touch the stove, okay? At this point, we know better. We've burned ourselves enough. 10 a.m. Eastern. Okay. If anybody is making predictions that there's going to be Animal Crossing in that direct, and they try and convince you with all of these ideas, this is definitely happening, like, just take it with a big old grain of salt, because we all want it. We all feel it's overdue, but there's absolutely just no reason for it. There's so many other games Nintendo could focus on that would make good launch titles, and they begin with an M and start with and end with Etroid. Like, there's just too many. And Nintendo Directs usually there's only like one big star game, right? And I feel like when we get an Animal Crossing announcement, at this point, given that's pretty much one of the most popular IPs Nintendo has right now, it will be the star of the show. That's probably the best way to go into these directs. Think to yourself, do I feel like Animal Crossing will be the star of the show, or have I seen enough evidence to suggest that maybe a Zelda game or a Metroid or Splatoon or something like that is probably its turn? Now, with that out of the way, what I would really love is if they would give us a GameCube library of games, and there's evidence to suggest they will. I've seen a lot of people talking about that. If they do, then what I would really love is if we got GameCube Animal Crossing released on the Switch 2 in that like GameCube library, even if they want to charge on the like more premium online plan, whatever, blah blah blah. That would be really cool. However, ask yourself this: why are there no Pokemon games, mainline Pokemon games, on any of those platforms? Like in the Game Boy, in the Game Boy, Nintendo Switch thing, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's no Pokemon games. Is that accurate? Because last time I checked, I remember thinking, like, gosh, I feel like Pokemon's like the most popular Game Boy game. Why isn't it here? And if that's the case, I think it's because they just want to keep remaking them and reselling them to you. And I don't know. I feel like Animal Crossing will just fall into that category. They would rather you buy the newest Animal Crossing instead of playing an old Animal Crossing. Yeah, the direct's about the Switch too, but they're going to have to talk about games. You know, like launch games. There's only so much you can say about the console itself. Like, you could spend probably half the presentation on it, I'm sure, but the people are expecting games to be talked about. I'll be shocked if they don't mention any games at all. Almost out of vine benches. I'm also kind of running out of places where I'd want to put them. Yeah, there could be Animal Crossing in a sizzle reel. Yeah, they could show Animal Crossing footage, like New Horizons running on the Switch 2, and that might get everybody kind of excited. They haven't forgotten about Animal Crossing, but that doesn't like get me impressed. That doesn't impress me much, as they say. Who did that song? I want Animal Crossing, like a new game or an old game. Remake an old game. Okay, I'm out of vines. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it won't. I won't be impressed by that at all. The teaser, they showed some clips from a potentially new Mario Kart, so that could be. Yeah, I think we get a new Mario Kart. We're way overdue. Those graphics were not Mario Kart 8 graphics. I think that's like, that was them saying we're making a new Mario Kart. I don't think there's any doubt in anyone's mind. Oh, I have 2 vine benches. That Mario Kart doesn't get talked about a bit. We'll get some Mario Kart, but I don't think we get. I just don't think we get any, like, Animal Crossing. I think we get some other games. That's all the Animal Crossing will get April 2nd. We will get a dedicated direct when the new Animal Crossing comes out. It'll be a dedicated direct, or it'll be one of those where they do a big announcement at the end of a non-dedicated direct and then a dedicated direct. That makes sense? So, like, maybe 6 Nintendo Directs from now, we'll get a big Nintendo Direct, Mario Party, blah, 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 Super Smash, all these things. No, it's not Super Smash. That's a massive one. It'll end with, and the moment you've all been waiting for, and then boom, like, it'll show Animal Crossing. We'll get, like, maybe 1 minute of footage, concepts, things like that, and everyone's eyes will melt out of their head, and then the following direct about Animal Crossing will probably be, like, dedicated to it. That's my prediction. But we're talking probably at least another couple years from now. I just don't see this happening anytime soon. And good golly, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I want all of what I just said to age like old dirty milk. I want the next Nintendo Direct to be focused purely on Animal Crossing. Okay, so I'm pretty good on vines now. New 3D Mario, also a good candidate? I think so. Mario Odyssey's old as dirt. 2026, 2027? I think that's a safer bet, unfortunately. That would be still less time than we had to wait between New Leaf and New Horizons, while still being a ridiculous amount of time. Okay, time for Island Designer again. So other than Animal Crossing, what do you all think will be talked about? We talked about Mario Party. I think Metroid. And I feel like I read that somewhere, so that's kind of an educated guess. To be fair, when New Horizons released, The Thing was going on. Yeah, well, if they, if they want to time it, they probably won't have to wait very long for another thing to happen. Just saying. There's a lot of potential things going on, so I don't know. Maybe they'll get their opportunity. Oops. I'm going to take this rock and destroy it. I think a Super Smash is probably somewhere in the early life of that console. Maybe the first quarter of its life. Second quarter at the latest. Animal Crossing was delayed, so the release during The Thing was not planned at all. I'm playing Animal Crossing and Breath of the Wild, getting the urge to play Stardew. Nice. I'll go back and beat Breath of the Wild. You think Splatoon? You think it's Splatoon 4? Yeah, it'd be interesting. I know they're like the same team or maybe a lot of people from the team work on Animal Crossing who work on Splatoon. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We got Animal Crossing and then we got Splatoon 3, right? So one would hope that the team then went back to working on Animal Crossing for the next game. Listen, I think Nintendo should probably take their time with it. People still play New Horizons. It's a really good sandbox. It does more than any other Animal Crossing has done in terms of sandbox design, and I want the next one to do even more. So I want them to get it right. Maybe new F-Zero, one could hope. Also new Call of Duty. Call of Duty isn't a Nintendo property, but yeah, maybe Call of Duty comes to the Switch finally. F-Zero could be interesting. Okay, let's see if we can make this look good. I'm just going to start by making it look pretty bulky. And then we'll sculpt it from there. You happy with the new Kirby or Yoshi game? Could see that. I've been modding Game Boys again, and I was watching a video of somebody working on their Game Boy, and they played, I think it was Yoshi's Island, which I didn't even know was on the Game Boy Advance. And it had that music. I'm like, ah, oh, so nostalgic. I think the outside of this mining area is going to be kind of opened. So I'm going to do something like this. In fact, let's bring it in a little bit. And we'll probably do that. Okay. Let's bring this out to the beach here. Is there a balloon? Oh, yep, thank you. Oh, I have furniture in it. They don't clap for you when you pop a balloon. 5,000 bells, all right. I'm glad the direct is a work from home day for me. Get up early and then can nap before work. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I might be tempted to just dedicate my morning to that. We'll see. I've never done a stream where I react to it. There's always like plenty of those to go around. So even if I did like dedicate time to watch, I probably wouldn't do that. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it either way. This would be like the one kind of direct where I just, if they don't talk about Animal Crossing, I'm not going to be too butthurt about it. I think that's it's fine, you know? Oops. Yeah, the cliff back here does not need to be too big. I don't know how or if we're going to decorate on top of this thing, by the way. It's just going to be here because it needs to surround the mining area. We definitely need, like, I don't know, something here. That's too sharp of an angle. That's not what I meant to fix it, though. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. So this will be our rock garden, and it's going to be a while before it's done. But that's the plan. I don't know if this is its final form, but this is kind of like the vibe. I know I could leave these corners and probably look fine, but I'm not. There we go. So yeah, we leave that. The direct is 9 a.m. Eastern. Oh, okay. Okay, so we got our mining area. It's not a long walk from the graveyard to the mining area, which is cool. That means not a ton of decorating we have to do down here. We have a ton of decorating we need to do up north. And by decorating, I actually just mean placing down some trees. And then we also have we got to make one of those altars. We got to put the little carts up here, like the dudes that kind of broke down, you know. They'll be right here hanging out, which is nice. That'll give us like something cool to put here. The space needed something. Then trees. I'll leave some trees, but there'll be like a little pathway over to this. Not pathway, like there'll be an opening over to this. More trees back here. Again, we're just trying to like kind of separate it from what should be more RuneScape, but it's just an ocean. Overall, I really like how the core build turned out, which is the swamp. I would say at this point, aside from maybe some mushrooms as well, we're pretty much done. I'm gonna put a couple mushrooms here and there. Now that I know those are a thing. Yeah. It's looking really good. I'm super, super excited about this. Quite excited. And once the swamp, once we kind of come back to do that, we can also start to work on some other details. I don't know if when we do these statues, we do statues at some point. We have the forest behind Lumbridge Castle, of course, which is all back here. Like all of this needs to be sorted. We got the ham hideout, which will be fun. I'm kind of looking forward to that one. It's awesome. It's going to be great. Let's come along. Okay. Cool. That's a stream, I think. Holy weeds. Yeah, I didn't play for a while. So we'll call it there. I want to thank everyone for hanging out. It was fun. I don't know if we'll be live tomorrow. Doing this again would require some prep. Composer Cleo is recreating some KK Slider songs. So I'm going to send you over there. On YouTube. On Twitch. Goodbye. I'm going to give you Composer Cleo's YouTube link. So you can hop over there and say... do KK Freebird. That's our raid message. Do KK Play KK Freebird. So that's your raid message. Oh wow, I'm really smart. I can't believe I thought of that. I'm really clever. All right, where is he? There you go. Composer Cleo. Boom. You'll all be on YouTube redirected automatically to Composer Cleo's stream. Please ask him to play KK Freebird, and I will see you all next time. Have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.